How's it going, everyone? I am finally back, and I'm not quite 100% yet, as you'll probably hear in my voice, but I did get COVID or Corona, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, I had it once before, really early on when we first didn't quite know what it was, early like March in 2000. I don't know, what was it, 2 years ago it started? I don't know. Anyways, got it again, and this time it wasn't as bad, but it just really drained the energy, felt like a horrible flu, and it took my voice, which I kind of need to do these videos. So, yeah, I've been gone because of that. I am back now, and most of you have given me a bunch of, well wishes and so forth, as you've seen my messages on Twitter and so forth, but I'm sorry to any of you that didn't get to see that, or didn't hear where I was. Sorry about that. But here I am. So starting out, we've got a kind of unique boonie hat. This is the tinfoil hat. And usually they're done as like a balaclava that's cut off or something like that. But I've never quite seen the boonie one. And you always got to start out with something fun, right? Next, we've got a continuation with the spray can set. This is the spray can bandana, of course. And it has all the little, graffiti that you would expect on it. Big old oops on that side, wake up, art. Definitely a nice little addition. Next, we've got a camo poncho for you. This is the Woodland Protection Poncho by Demon. And yeah, it's pretty much just kind of like a, camo poncho. I mean, it says it in the name. Pretty straightforward right there. We've got a really cool looking hoodie and pants set. This is the stylized hoodie and pants by Little Ranger. And as you can see here, whole thing kind of just looks like cell shaded, like it's popping straight out of a comic book. And it just translates so well to the hoodie and pants here, and the color scheme and everything. It just really pops. Next up, we've got a set of road sign for you. This is Elite Carbon Coffee Can set, and road sign set I should say. And as you can see, the whole thing just kind of looks like carbon fiber, and it's that default dark black color. Definitely something I could see a lot of people wanting for some night ops kind of things. Next, we've got some road sign gloves for you here, and these go along with a set that would have been shown last week, so if you want to check it out, that list is always posted to Steam, and yeah, they just have this really cool look to them. This is the King of the Streets road sign gloves. Next, we've got another set of gloves for you, starting with the Skull Killer road sign gloves and ending with the boots down here. So it's definitely been a cool little set. A lot of people seem to like it. That kind of clean, dark black color with that blue that's just kind of got that nice bright shine to it. Almost forgot how to talk there for a second, everyone. But there you have it. Next, we've got some high-qual sets, starting with this epic Frozen set by Le Crempe. And yeah, the whole thing is just covered in icicles and it's just beautifully carved. The workmanship on this is very awesome. I love the back too with the icicles back there. And yeah, it's just one I could really see a lot of people going nuts for sure. Next, we've got some really cool sculpting over here with the Bestia set. And it has kind of like this... I don't know, it's almost like an animal kind of carapace look to it, and then you've got this real beastie skull with the white teeth that really kind of like stand out. I feel like they stand out pretty far away, which is a cool effect. And yeah, you got spine kind of popping out here in the back. Definitely a very nice sculpted set for sure. Next, we've got something a little armored for you. This is the Blacksmith set by Vitalik. And the whole thing kind of looks like it has pieces of rebar going over chainmail, more or less, and then kind of these big welded chunks of metal. And it just really does look like something that's handmade. And that is always something I think is welcome in Rust. It fits the Rusty world for sure. Last up, we've got the Greek sculpture set by Zinc. And as you can see here, it just makes the whole thing just kind of look like a, sculpture. Almost to a creepy extent with those eyes, the way they pop through the mask and everything. It definitely has a very kind of surreal effect to it, which is quite cool. Of course, you gotta have those olive branches up there. And yeah, there we have it. Beard and all. Next up, we've got our deployables. Starting off, we got a couple sleeping bags for you. Start off, this one is the Western sleeping bag by Y9J. There we go. And as you can see, there's a little cowboy hat. You've got a nice little compass that is made out of a sheriff star and some arrows. Definitely a nice little design to it, for sure. And I kind of feel like it has like kind of a burrito looking texture to it as well. I don't know, maybe I'm just hungry, guys. one way or another, we've got another bag over here for you. Like I said, there's a few. This is the Autumn Sleeping Bag by Phase. As you can see, there's nice little autumn leaves all over and a cute little kitten sleeping on a pumpkin. Then over here, we've got another bag for you, and this is the Friendly Sleeping Bag by Mr. Vrona. They say they're friendly, who knows? I don't know if you can believe them, but the sleeping bag does look pretty hippie-ish, and hey, you know, maybe that's a good sign for you. There's some peace and love there. Then, moving on, we've got one more bag for you, and this one, well, you're straight up buried in the ground with some bones. This is the Eternal Sleep Bag by Shedmon, and you can see they even died with their little rust rock right there, which is a nice little added effect. Then we've got a furnace for you. As you can see, this one here has kind of a little topiary look to it. This is the Flower Bed Furnace by Multiat. And yeah, as you can see, the flowers actually kind of light up when the furnace does. We'll show you that better here when we do the lights off. Then, as we pop on over here, we got a couple small boxes. Starting out here, the first one is the Cardboard Shipping Box by Xeno. And yeah, it's a simple idea, but it just is a little cardboard box. Gotta love that. Even has a shipping label with a rust symbol on it. To kind stranger. Definitely. Always like little details. Then we've got kind of a more artsy box over here with this cool design on it. This is the Illuminati Wood Storage by Uproar. And you've got that Illuminati eye up there. And then on the side, some magic, acid, there you go, and a three-eyed cat, and a few other things there. Then we've got a single large box for you. This one here is the King's Large Wood Storage. And if we can lock on, there we go. As you can see, it just has a very kind of gold and silver kind of trim to it. Very regal looking box for sure. Then we've got doors for you. Starting off, we've got a single wooden door. This one is the Pacific Wooden Door by Sad Happy. And it has this beautiful kind of, I believe that's Celtic design on the front there. Let me double check. I feel like I'm messing that up. International Day of Peace, which is September 21st. I'm not sure. All right. Well, one more other. Check out the back side here. Then if we pop on over, we've got a double wooden door for you here. And this one was pretty straightforward in what it wants. It says, "Do not raid me." This is the signed double door by Homedy. And yeah, you've got all sorts of little things written on here. Various little symbols from Rust, which are quite fun. There's my leg. That was creepy, right? Then we've got another wooden door for you, and this one kind of almost doesn't look like it's wood. I don't know. From the front, it's a little hard to tell. It kind of has a plasticky look. But one way or another, this is the red double door. And on the back of it, you can see, definitely looks much more like the wooden door from this side. Does have a low glow as well, which will show. Then over here, we've got a pretty ridiculous door for you. I guess the camouflage set popping in inspired the artist to come back to the set, and a door with udders was his first idea. So there you go, udders and tail. Then over here, we've got the storage room door. We got the double version of it in this last week, so hey, maybe the single will pop in, or maybe Hulk skipped it because he just likes the double one. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. Then over here, we've got kind of a creepier door for you. This is the Stone Skull Door by Zany Paris. And as you can see, this kind of has that carved skull face poking right out of there. Next, we've got another kind of skull-shaped-ish door. This is the Chaos Lord Door by Andy Boo. And definitely has a cool little glow, which we'll be able to check out here shortly. Then we've got a double metal door for you, and this is the Construction Works door by 9K. And this also has kind of a cool little glow. It has both a glowing and non-glowing version. Moving on, we've got a couple garage doors for you. The first one here is the Fallen Angel Altar by Sadis. And yeah, well, it's pretty straightforward there. You can see the pinned up wings and the skulls. And there's definitely kind of a cool glow that comes off it as well. Then over here, we've got kind of a graffiti urban kind of looking door for you with the Golden Graffiti Garage Door by Zimic. Then over here, we've got another one for you. This is the Demonic Door by Avonbrow. Man, I can't talk today. And over here, we've got a couple armor doors for you. The Constellations Armor Door by Kenzie. And then over here, we've got another one, the Cell Shaded Door by Archeron. So we'll go ahead and pop and take a look at the opposite sides here. You got a sweet little home right there. You guys, I don't know if you can hear my cat going nuts there in the background. I'm going to try to edit it out, but I might not be able to because of how loud they're being. Also, we've got a double armor door for you by Vlek, and it's a continuation of the cargo set. And, of course, well, there is the cargo double armor door. Heavily guarded. And full of little sticker guys. Definitely fun. So let's kill the lights. And take a look at the glow there. And whoa, that got kind of fuzzy with the glow. That was weird. Not sure if that... Alright, there we are. Check out both sides. Pretty much the same thing going on there. If we go ahead and cruise over to the Constellation door, same thing. Do love the little kind of like round outline it has. Definitely makes it look unique. Then we've got the glow here. Definitely a nice little faint one on this one. There we have the glow there. The glowing version of the construction door. There's that Chaos Lord. Then if we cruise on back down here, we've got some more neonish kind of look on the door over here. And there's the neon on this wooden door. As you can see, it's only actually on one side, which is interesting. Then as we cruise all the way down here, we can get to this furnace and do a little circle around it there. See the flowers. And that does it for our glows. Next up, we've got our weapons and tools. And first up, we've got this big diamond rock. And this thing is definitely very cool looking. I mean, look at that shine to it. And it does actually glow in the dark. There's two versions, a glow and a not glow. And oh man, that glow is just absolutely beautiful. So, definitely very cool. Then we've got a continuation of the lightweight set with some stone tools for you. Of course, you've got to have the matching pick. There we go. Then we've got a metal tool set for you that's all kind of messed up looking. This is the Ravaged Axe. And pickaxe. Then we've got another tool set for you, and it should look pretty familiar. This is the JPEG hatchet and pickaxe. There we go. Next, we've got jackhammer skin for you, and it's made out of a couple of bean cans. Definitely love that. It's always cool to see something that kind of fits into rust. So this is the beans jackhammer. Then we've got a bow for you, and this one should look familiar as it is a continuation in the Glistener set. So there we go. We've got the Glistener hunting bow. Then we've got a Revy for you here. This one looks like it's made out of clay. This is the Greek's Revolver by Clark. And there you go. You can see the little Greek guy there on the side. Aiming down the sights, you've got some aqua, whatever that is. Always looks like a pair of balls. Anyways, moving on to this Python here, we've got the Airsoft Python by DDK. Definitely has a very cool kind of modern look to it, but has that kind of fake gun kind of vibe going on. Definitely always neat to see the creative different versions of these. Man, talking today. Next, we've got a sap for you, and this one is the Fighter Sap. As you can see, it's definitely made to look like some old World War II fighter planes. Aiming down the sights there, you've got a yellow versus the red tip. And there's that reload. Next, we've got a Thompson for you, and this one has kind of a rusted up, used kind of look to it. This is the Empty Noise Thompson. Definitely looks like it's been through a few wars there. Next, we've got another Tommy for you, and it's kind of the exact opposite here. This is the Storm Thompson by Fresh. As you can see, it has this kind of lightning bolts going through it, and then it's got these kind of more modern looking grips. Now, it is kind of like a one-tone texture kind of thing, so I don't know, you know, sometimes Hulk likes those, sometimes he doesn't, but it definitely has a cool look to it that I could see some people liking for sure. Next, we've got an MP5, and this one has kind of like a more old school kind of look to it. This is the Predatory Camo MP5 by Kiva. And yeah, it's got this kind of green striped camo to it. Aiming down the sights, you've got a bright green but not glowing sight. Next, we've got an AK that didn't seem to want to come out, and this one is the Headshot AK. It comes in two versions. This is kind of the bluish purpley one. There's also a pinkish green one, which you can check out down the workshop link below. Aiming down the sights here, you've got blue kind of versus dark blue, kind of a lighter blue, I should say. And then I believe we have a SAR we may have missed. Yeah, there it is. And no, your eyes aren't going weird. The whole thing looks like a painted canvas. You can definitely see it really well when you aim down the sights here. And yeah, we have a lot of these kind of like a gun looks like this, but it isn't things going on right now. So I'm not sure how much longer that kind of gimmick will go on. But this definitely has a very cool little artistic thing going on with it. Next, we've got another AK for you, and this one is the Lowrider AK. It's got some really kind of cool kind of color fade to it, going from like a dark red to a more purpley kind of color there. Then if you aim down the sights, you can see there's like a purple versus the silver versus the kind of magenta going on there. Multicolor sight thing. And there we go. Next, we've got another AK for you, and this one is kind of a, well, I don't know how to really describe it. It kind of has like an industrial look to it, I guess, I would say. This is the Hot Content AR by Howdy. Aiming down the sights here, you've got red versus kind of the faded, kind of chipping red and black there. Then we've got another one for you, and this one has this really awesome kind of comic style to it. This is the Toxic Raider AK by Legacy. And yeah, just really pops with the color choices and everything and that cell shading. Aiming down the sights here, you've got black versus magenta versus, or pinky kind of magenta versus that aqua color there. Then we've got another AK for you. This one is the Dark Warrior AR by Memomic Man. Aiming down the sights here, mostly kind of just black on black with the studs. Then next up, we've got an LR for you. This one is the Pink Ops LR. There's also a tan version called Sand Ops, but the pink kind of just popped a little bit more, so we wanted to go with that one. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a red versus the, well, self-proclaimed pink. And there's that reload. Then we've got one last one for you, and this one is the Gold Carved Rifle. And this one is just almost there. It does have kind of a weird, almost too shiny, wet look to it. If that was just fixed, this carved design would look absolutely amazing. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and show it. It's just one of those things, probably a quick little fix, popping in to the editor there. But that does it, everyone. Those are the skins for this week. Thanks for holding out for so long. Again, I'm so sorry I've been gone, but hey, COVID grabbed me. Thanks for watching. Stay rusty, and have a good one.